Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrabax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrabax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome to a rainy Eddie Moraes Stadium here on Game & Frame, the last Saturday of the first month here in 2026, April, as we have Ironbound in their second home match of this UPSL Premier season. They will be hosting Kensington SC in the American South of the UPSL. Both of these teams are looking for more success this season. Both have currently played 3 matches. This is match number 4. For Ironbound, we were here for their opening win against Union SC. That was a 3-2 victory. That was back on April the 4th. The following 2 weekends, though, have found 2 losses for Ironbound. Starting on April 12th, they lost 5-0 at Cosmos B, and then another away defeat, 2-0, this time to Five River SC. So they have been shut out the last 2 matches. They have not scored since their first. They have a -6 goal differential. They currently sit 9th in the table out of the 12 teams here in this division. And As for their opponent, Kensington, who their location is listed as Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We do have a couple Philadelphia squads in the American South. They are 0-3. They have not yet scored on the season. They've given up 6 goals total. Their matches, they were at Bulldogs SC, which was a 3-0 loss. They had a clean sheet there against. All of them are clean sheets. Excuse me. That was their largest loss. They lost at Union SC 2-0. So you can see they're losing to Union SC, where Ironbound defeated Union SC. They're in a similar, or the same exact opponent. And then last match hosting Cosmos B, they lost 1-0. Cosmos and Bulldogs are the only 3-0 team, only undefeated, winning all 3 matches so far in the division. Kensington is one of 2 squads at the bottom who have yet to win. They have, and as I mentioned, yet to score. 6 goal difference there to the negative for Kensington. So an opportunity tonight for Ironbound to get a W. It is currently 7:05. We have a delayed start because of the rain. We will be starting, though, hopefully before 7:10 here on Game in Frame. Again, it's going to rain for the entirety of the match. The turf, though, is good enough to play. Some of the water from the stands here has gone down towards the side of the turf, but the edge of the turf is pointed downwards. It's on a slope, so it allows the water to find its way away from the center of the pitch and to the side. So that should help the playing abilities of the pitch itself. Ironbound will be in their red kits with the red socks, and navy shorts. Kensington have a white and yellow mixed kit, black numbers, black shorts and socks as well. We'll be back in a few moments for Ironbound's starting lineup, and then as we go, we will fill in for Kensington. Again, Ironbound hosting Kensington here on Game in Frame Saturday night. We are back here at Eddie Moraes in Ironbound, Newark. Having a moment of silence before we start. As we get ready here, it's 7:11 Eastern Time. Kickoff. Ironbound starting lineup. Luca Misco is in goal. Andy Alvarez, right back. Adam Vargas, left back. They have Michael Galvao and Victor Zapata as the two center backs. This is Zapata. Three-man midfield of Josser Amaya, Tyler Diaz, and Edgar Abreu. In front of them, Ricardo Oliveira, Ivan Garcia is the striker, and Nicolas Neme, the winger with Oliveira. We saw that front three, the most three combination of the forwards back in the fall. That is Diaz there, tall number 6. He's making his Ironbound home debut. This is Alvarez. This is Amaya, wearing the number 8. Abreu's 10, Amaya's 8, and Diaz is 6. Diaz is the furthest advanced of the three midfielders, though that is a missed pass into the middle, and first possession now for Kensington. Vargas's first touch, wearing the number 2. Brendan Werner is the goalkeeper, number 99 for Kensington. You see him in the teal green kit to our right. Galvao is the right center back, 12. Zapata, the left center back, again for Ironbound, and Misco making his home debut for Ironbound. Rui Rosette had the start in their first match against Union, a home match meaning. He's got the number 21, the pink kit. Yet to see Kevin Sabadin in the 2 home matches for Ironbound this season. Galvao. Almost all possession so far for Ironbound. Kensington only had it for a couple seconds. Off the foot of Garcia. Now Kensington. One there. Ironbound here have to find some communication. Garcia chipping. And no run was made. The striker, number 56. This is for Kensington. Temirov. So Temirov is the striker, 56. Try and get some more names as we go on here. 38, as I see in front of me, is Achilles Triana Talios. Kensington. Now we'll reset backwards. Forward. Galvao, can he keep it in? He does. But header by Kensington. Diaz. As we get the lights to come on here at Eddie Moraes. Off the backside of Terimov. Oliveira. Excuse me, I think I said Diaz was 6. He's 3. And then up top, number 6, Garcia. That's over the head of Alvarez, but skips off the turf out of play. Eljo Agoli was the intended target, 46. So he's the left winger. Diaz, outside of his foot, Garcia. Has Diaz and Neme. Garcia still holding onto it for his left foot. That's blocked by Kensington. Ironbound will have a throw. Switch. Oliveira in front of Alvarez. Oliveira up. And Abreu couldn't adjust to the flight. Werner rolls it. .33 there is Mamadou Niankare. Niankare again. They're combining. Maybe a break for Kensington. Didn't move it fast enough. Abreu. Neme making the run. He's adjusted wider. And the pass wasn't played fast enough by Abreu. They get back though for this ball. Salvador Carrillo is 47 for Kensington. Galvao. Alvarez get near side. Oliveira rolled it to his right foot. Then the pass. Alvarez. Hesitation. Went through Niangare. And now out. That's 51. Hamza Debour. Debour, a defender. Went out of play. Goal kick. Carrillo. Now Terimov against Zapata. Has a run. Out of the reach of Galvao. And Alvarez touched in Misko. Full dive for a save. Great save for Misko to keep it scoreless. No, wasn't a lot of power on the shot by Kensington. But down low to the turf was Misko. Little leaky defense there for Ironbound in transition. Maybe again. Carrillo turning. Galvao intercept. And now this is Zapata, excuse me. He'll carry into midfield. Garcia. And that takes a good bounce for Ironbound. Diaz, one-on-one against Werner! He answers Misko with an even better save. With just one glove inside the right post, Werner makes a big-time save just like Misko, and it's still 0-0. So both teams have one-on-one chances, and neither are converted. This follows into a corner. Hit in by Oliveira. Back post. Free header. Actually, Galvao ran into Neme, and we've got a foul on Ironbound. It's going the other way. Warner hit it short of the halfway line. Niangare. Was that a foul? It was not. Winger is down for Kensington. Ironbound possession. Neme. Great control, but in front of Diaz's run. Well, that was Garcia, excuse me. Garcia trying to battle back for possession. Neme to help. They've won it. Garcia to himself. Swing and a miss by the defender for Kensington. Garcia, goal line. And he has won a corner for Ironbound. Americ Muliom, 57, was defending. Muliom and De Boer are the center backs. Possession away from Carrillo. Ironbound in the box. Cleared only as far as about 20 yards, and that fades to the right. Well off target for Edgar Abreu. Werner with his left foot. Abreu chesting. Diaz. In his feet, Galvao. Amaya turns. They can switch things here. Ironbound. Zapata. Looked off his left side. Left foot, Garcia, Oliveira, faking, now crossing, brought down, Ironbound for 1-0 over the crossbar. Good run in from midfield by Abreu, brought it down, and his shot is off the target above. That's two big chances now for Ironbound. Missing the one-on-one, and now this from inside 18 yards. Noah Bridges also on the pitch, number 60 for Kensington. Or it's Biojet, excuse me, the last name. Nina Ngare. Badoget. Out. A touch from 53 is Kirill Asanji. Asanji is the right winger. Galvao. Oliveira right wing. Again, he's looking to cross. Puts it up. Alvarez plays it off of Kensington. Not out yet. A goalie. Teramov. Hold up place, no one forward. Or it's Temerov, excuse me. 56 Temerov. Zapata, diagonal. Vargas. Ironbound turned it over for a moment, but counter press, and then they lost it. Two teammates there running into each other. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You're going to do umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro Design and worn by you. Biojet. That's soft. Temirov. Good defending by Galvao. Takes a deflection. Still at the feet of Diaz for Ironbound. Oliveira. In front of him is Amaya. Good work there from Oliveira to Amaya. Amaya in. Opposite is Neme. Goes for the hit. And it was just headed off the mark by Kensington. .42, the right back Christian Cardenas. Abreu. Diaz. Space for Oliveira. And he just picked up his foot too quickly. Apologizes to Amaya. Throw. Long. And it does end up to Carrillo. Ninangare. Ironbound. Try not to let them out. Temirov. Deflection. Cardenas. Asanji. Ninangare joins that side. Asanji ran into Abreu. And then fouled Abreu after he lost the ball. Free kick for Ironbound, their own territory. Galvao. Oliveira, always looking forward, though he's run into Kensington's midfield. Ninangare. Oliveira, trying to fend him off. Galvao does good work. Garcia. Space for Abreu. Garcia runs off the pass. Abreu shooting off the back of Bedoget. Ajoli. He looks into the box. Galvao stays stride for stride and did concede a corner. It was soft feet from Ajoli. Biodget. Hit. Header is won by Galvao. Still possession for Kensington. In, and Misko sees it wide. Get a new ball here from the fourth official. Vargas into Kensington's territory. Abreu. Diaz opens, or this is Garcia, excuse me. That was too short of a pass. Oliveira. Ninangare. In the corner. Didn't see Garcia. Then he stopped pursuing the ball. Garcia faked once with the left and then couldn't curl it to upper 90 into the far post. Wide again for Ironbound on a chance. Amaya. Didn't have a defender around for the aerial duel. Mulio. Started this for Kensington. Cardenas. Ninangare. Poked off his feet fairly by Garcia. Diaz, as Ironbound will switch sides. Alvarez looking for a cross. Puts it in. Kensington header out. Vargas, the left back. Galvao. Have to be careful here, Ironbound. That was a poor pass. Lucky not to have a threat after following for a Jolie. Amaya continues. Neme thought Vargas would make a run, and he does not. Throw in for Kensington. Beardget to the back line of Ironbound. Maya looks to get it off of Vargas. Diaz. Galvao. Plenty of numbers up for Ironbound. Alvarez keeps it in. Short pass. Spin or turn really for Garcia. Amaya. Diaz. Still too far out to shoot. Oliveira. Faking. Alvarez, maybe he'll try another cross. Not yet. Oliveira. In. After Ironbound reset their line. Looking forward. They'll recycle. Vargas. Abreu peeling off. Forced back by Carrillo. Everyone, though, inside 50 yards for Ironbound. Pass. Breaks the line. Abreu likes that look. Easy for Werner. Werner up in the air. Again, no one's there for Kensington. Galvao. Switch. Alvarez now. Oliveira. Again. The run for Diaz. Will he get there? Kensington, they give up a corner. That's De Boer, 51. Oliveira goes short. No one's on Diaz. Low cross. That was dealt with. Vargas. Neme. In. Run up there from Galvao, the center back. Far forward. He'll retreat. Oliveira got there. Still in play. Goes low. And the angle from De Boer, but he just clears out. Diaz. Diaz. Can he get a shooting angle? He does, and Werner was praying that was going to go wide, and it did. He was flat-footed after the shot by Diaz. A lot of room inside what would have been the far post. Some discussion here for Kensington after the play, going over some defensive strategy. And again, not on goal beside that long-range shot from Abreu a few minutes ago. Outside of the free one-on-one chance. Not testing Werner too much. Inangare. Good dispossessed by Diaz. Great tackle. He's looked good in this first half for Ironbound. Neme. Amaya. A lot of room here. No pass yet. Still holding. Outside of his foot, Neme. That's in tight space around two defenders. Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wisson Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. Neme. Ricochet. Going in for the slide. Did not get the ball. Amaya. Doesn't look like a yellow, but he does want to have a talk here, the referee, with Josser Amaya. That's one of the only fouls, if the only foul, in this first half. It's very clean. Free kick for Kensington. Biodget, 60 for them. We'll have it. 5 teammates, 6 at the edge of the box. Inangare is right there as well. Biodget puts it up. Not really attacking that ball for a header. Anyone for Kensington. Oliveira, can we see transition? That's a good stop of momentum there by Ninangare. Abreu. Misco. Abreu. Up top. That's away from De Boer. Does find Garcia. Rode him, went down, Garcia gliding away. Garcia, couple step overs. Centered. Ends up as a goal kick. Garcia there almost had a brilliant move after eluding the first defender and trying to find a cross or even a shot. Comes away with nothing. Header is won by Kensington. Temirov almost had the potential to look like their first chance with a Jolie in the middle. That's too far out in front of Amaya. Biodget. Amaya, though, good work to win it back. Galvao. Now wants Amaya. In front of Oliveira. On the ball. Pass. Running through the defender, Garcia. Against De Boer. Garcia still trying to be tricky. Right at the edge of the box. Amaya. That pass was easy to take for Kensington. Asanji. That couldn't be left off by Ajoli. And again, not on the mark. Diaz. He'll shoot from 20. Werner gloved it down. And first to it, Kensington. Went back across to Werner, who looks a little uncomfortable. Maybe went off the inside of his hand to come back towards the direction of the shot instead of parrying it away. Abreu. Neme. Couldn't volley. Still trying to follow. Out for now by Kensington. Header pass. Alvarez. Oliveira. Amaya. Center. Abreu. Neme. Right in and just put too much strength on the pass. Oh, they had that opening from Abreu to Neme. And there's no collection before a shot. Neme would have had to be quick, but would have been one-on-one with Werner. Asanji, swing and a miss. Neme, back to goal. Lost it. Maybe slipped as well. Asanji. Couldn't get through a defender. That was Vargas there standing him up. Amaya. On the turf, Abreu. Neme getting it back to Abreu. Good 1-2. Forced back by Kensington on the slide. Galvao off the roll from Misco. Oliveira. You can see the peel from Diaz. Oliveira saw it. Pass was short. Second ball. Kensington. Ajoli. Carrillo. Ajoli. Hear the heavy feet on the wet turf from Amaya. Out. Throw for Kensington. Muliom. Vargas second ball. Zapata. Abreu outside of his foot. Sees Garcia. Stopped up for a moment. But the striker will hold it up. Oliveira. Allowed time. And it got all the way through there. See two in that spot. It is a corner. It did take a slight nick off of Kensington. Corner upcoming for Ironbound. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the first half. Give me a second here to give you the tune-ins. Hoboken FC versus New York International FC. That's at 4 p.m. tomorrow in the UPSL Metropolitan Conference, as well as New York Cosmos B versus Pennsylvania Prime FC. That's at 7. Same American South in the UPSL Premier like we have tonight as they play it short on the corner. Low driven. Now a shot that will go over the crossbar and through the field goal post. Goal kick, Werner. The final match tomorrow night, Pensiprian Freedoms versus Zoom Schneider at 7:30. That is also APSL Metropolitan Conference. Those three matches here on Game and Frame tomorrow. Header 1, Ironbound. Abreu just got out of his foot in time. Neme. Support. Vargas. Amaya, good dummy. Diaz behind him. Diaz from straight on. Werner again diving to his left. That's the second time he's had that type of save. Still goalless, but it is a corner. Werner's had 3 really good saves in this first half. 1 for Misco, 3 for Werner. Warner, a very tall goalkeeper. Well over 6 feet tall. Oliveira. Here's Diaz. To his left foot. Blocked by Kensington. Never made its way through. Zapata backing up. Vargas. Far touchline. Try to get it back from Neme. Kensington, Asanji. They'll reshape. Biodget outside of his foot. Passed out by Kensington, unforced error. Throw gets to Diaz. Amaya. That's heavy of a touch. Ninangare will have Asanji. Opens it up. Misko way off the line. Now he'll get back. No chance of getting there with Asanji. Vargas defending. Ninangare. No shot yet. 4 forward. Opposite. Ajoli. Space. Galval comes to close it down and forced it wide. Ajoli never got fully around it. Never tested Misko. And Ironbound survived the chance. Oliveira, near side. Long run by Garcia. Or he was offside. Or no, there's just a flag raised for the throw, excuse me. Blocked. Diaz. Could be the best chance for Ironbound. Cutting it back. Diaz again. Faking a cross. And can't deal with the second defender. Ninangare. Ninangare there trying to maybe do too much. Amaya. Zapata. Carrying. Now the pass to Vargas. Good play from the center back. Vargas. Zapata's joined the attack in the box. Vargas. Cross that goes straight behind. Poor service there. So much possession in the first half to Ironbound. Still no goals. More of the chances than Kensington, who've really, outside of one big chance, have not been threatening whatsoever. Zapata came through. Asanji couldn't collect. Misko. Good distribution, Abreu. That'll be a throw. Out again. Kensington were only 1-0-9 in the fall here in the Premier. Their first season here in the UPSL was the fall. This is season number 2. We've of course had Ironbound so many seasons here on Game and Frame. Much more experience at this level for the club compared to Kensington. Alvarez hits it first time. Galvao. Amaya. Oliveira didn't agree with the pass there. We're at 5 minutes, inside 5 minutes now, left in the first half. Really no reason for added time. No goals, no injuries. Barely any free kicks or corners as well, which has been good for the flow of the match. Oliveira. Still in. Chest pass. See the struggle here for Kensington. Amaya. Zapata. Head up. Vargas. Zapata in. Trying to track it there is Garcia. He turned over the wrong shoulder to start his route. Werner, long volley. Down. Kensington. Ajoli. Offside, though, is Terimov. Or Temirov was offside. So no chance there for Kensington. Amaya can't come out of there with the ball. Inengare lost it. Hard tackle, but on the ball. Asanji. Temirov. That's behind Ajoli. Alvarez. Up for Oliveira. Run in front of him. Diaz. Amaya. Diaz. Layoff. Amaya. Got it out of his feet. Oliveira in the corner. Attacking the fullback. Nothing yet. And there's too many defenders now that have taken the space on this side. Not played quickly. Garcia. 1-2. Garcia right-footed! Crossbar and down. Did it go over? No call. It's not a goal for Garcia. What a strike. But off the crossbar, it did not cross the goal line. Zapata there, that put his foot on the ball. That worked out against Temirov. Garcia. Will he try again? Alvarez. Alvarez bites. That's a scissor attempt for Abreu, and he's missed it. Well, the aesthetics have been really good for Ironbound, but nothing to show for it yet. Garcia off the crossbar, and Abreu had space, went for the scissor, and did not make clean contact. About a minute now in the first half. Throw in. This will bounce for Garcia. Abreu. Diaz now as some offensive players are switching spots. Garcia. Is it in? It is. Flag never came up. Kensington slow to react. Garcia! That did go over the goal line. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Neme missed the header. Maybe tried to be too delicate. There, all he needed was direction. Would have had a wide open goal. And not finding the finish yet one time is Ironbound. That'll be the end of the first half. We are goalless, though still chances for Ironbound, who really dominated the ball in that first half against Kensington. Could argue they could have had one in the first half. They will have 45 minutes to find an answer for a goal and then a potential win here at home at Eddie Moraes. We are going to halftime with nothing to show yet on Game in Frame. Stick with us.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrabax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrabax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Sorry for the delay there. Officially starting the second half. 8:07 we start. Not as long of a halftime, which I guess you can see why because of the weather here. Not a full 15 minutes. Oliveira, same 11 for Ironbound. No halftime changes. Just wide. There, Werner pretty confident that was going wide, but didn't miss by too much for Oliveira, cutting onto his left foot. First shot of the second half there goes to Ironbound. Neme on the slide. Werner not clean. Neme puts it over. Just hit it too quickly. We tried to go over Werner, who of course was taking the angle away because how close he was to Neme. And that's two very quick opportunities for Ironbound. Still not testing Werner enough. This is definitely a match Ironbound can win. Bounced. Inangare as Asanji just shoved down Vargas. Now Asanji is hobbled over to the side here, holding his right ankle, front of his ankle, and Vargas will play it out with the injury. And we'll see if Asanji can continue. And we're going to need the trainer for now. First time the trainer's been called out. Luckily, we didn't have to see the trainer in the first half. Seemed like somewhat of incidental contact between Asanji and Vargas. Just 3 minutes into the second half. Asanji getting worked on. No substitutes warming for either side. In this case, looking at the bench of Kensington. As Asanji is really struggling to put any weight on the right ankle. He's struggling to walk. And right now, Kensington's going to play with 10. And I think they're going to ready a sub. It's going to be 36. Angel Mejia Castro for Kensington. As they have it, Ajoli, far side. Ajoli, easily poked out of his feet by Vargas. And then off the back of Amaya. Turn. Galvao. Easy defending. Oliveira keeps it in first with the chest. Now in front of him, Garcia overruns the ball. Garcia, good shift. Now down the line. Garcia. Can he create for himself? Neme across the face. And wonderful one-on-one defending there by De Boer. So here is Castro. First sub tonight made there, Kensington, of course, because of Asanji's injury. And Castro will play the same position in the right wing here. They keep the formation. Just 5 minutes into the second half. High boot from Neme. It's called for a foul. Mulium. 57. Ball right there in front of the 45-yard line of Kensington's territory. First header, Zapata, second ball. Missed by Kensington. Galvao, Diaz, checking his shoulder. Cardenas wins the ball. Went in for the challenge. Here's a first touch for the substitute Castro. Ninangare. Good getting back on the ball, Neme. Again, there with the strip. Amaya. Back from Garcia. Amaya stretching away. Goes to his right. Oliveira. Amaya middle. Neme left side. Oliveira to his left foot. Abreu calling for it. Oliveira is blocked. And the ball stays there for De Boer. Turning back. Tranafilios, the left back, starting here. Amaya, as Carrillo didn't put a foot in. Abreu. Diaz. Garcia. Abreu. Can't turn forward yet. See how Kensington is sitting underneath the ball. Not pressing. Trying to stand firm positionally. Zapata. Abreu. Diaz. Try to flick it back to Abreu. Shoulder to shoulder. And it's clean. The challenge. Now Castro. Through the legs of Amaya. And now Castro goes through Zapata. There is a foul. Abreu. Potentially behind the back line. Muliam. Oh, that was De Boer, excuse me, but Neme's offside. Well, that is Garcia. Offside flag is up from the far assistant. Castro. Neme put a foot in as well as the ball was in the air. Galvao. Oliveira. Same side. Abreu. Diaz joined up top. Now he'll run to the near post. Diaz. Keeping it for Neme. Outside the box. Abreu. Amaya. Will he shoot? He will. And it's wide. It stayed straight. Still missing the mark on these shots, Ironbound. Still expecting plenty of chances as the second half goes on. Almost 10 minutes in now to the second half. Cardenas. Smashing off Amaya. That was going to be really hard to control. Ninangare. Read by Abreu. But not in. They're too far from Oliveira. Kensington, don't come away. Abreu for Ironbound. And peeling off too soon was Garcia and Diaz. Now Garcia from the throw. Zapata. Again, they've got Kensington sitting in deep. Zapata. Couldn't corral. Counter. Taramov. Kensington will reset. Carrillo. Back to Biodget. Ajoli. Will he get there first? The ball sits up on the wet turf. Pass. Not in yet. Blocked. And the Meg. Diaz. Fantastic work. Oliveira. Behind Garcia. Look at him flick that to himself. Garcia. Only joined by Neme. Now running in Amaya. Oliveira. Will he get there in front of Werner? He will not. Down to the ground is Werner. And now the throw. Trying to Filos. Amaya. That's going to be short. Intended for Abreu. DeBoer. Midfield for Kensington. Mulium. Carrillo. Good tackle by Diaz. Amaya. They say Ninangare got the ball. Biodget. Left-footed. Down is Misko. Grabbed that, looked like with one glove there, his right glove. A little windy and rain has picked up. Oliveira in front of him. Alvarez from right back. To the goal line. Cut back. Abreu. Ran into a second. Diaz. Didn't like the shot. Diaz. Great spin. Castro got the ball. And now the whistle goes on Ironbound. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Sub for both here. First, Carrillo comes out for Kensington. His replacement, 45, Tolu Esekun Masha. Masha's in, 45. And we see Oliveira out for Ironbound. Zapata first from the goal kick by Kensington. Quarter of an hour gone, half an hour to play. Still goalless here at Eddie Moraes. Has to communicate here. Ironbound, couple running into each other. Diaz. That pass almost made its way to the substitutes. Will they have their first big chance? Down from DeBoer. Alvarez keeps it here with Ironbound. Back in again. That bounces. Caught by Werner off the skip. To the right side of Castro. Contact. Plays through it. Has Masha on this side as well. In front of him. Way too long to shoot for Temirov. Kensington don't take advantage. Garcia wants to link up. He can turn. Garcia running at Kensington. Diaz off the deflection. Garcia tried as well. William laid it off for DeBoer, the center back. And then just very easily out off of Jolie. He lifted his foot up too quickly. Diaz. Worked by Masha. Diaz looks up forward. Off the upper leg of Garcia. He's trying to turn and bring it down at the same time. Gave his thumbs up though for the ball in. Biodget. Neme in front of the lane. Diaz. He was pulled. Was he fouled? He was. Muliam, the foul. Zapata. By one. Not a second. Here's the counter. Temirov. Coming back, Galvao. They'll allow the contact. Great way to not foul in transition with Temirov in front of him. Good, really good pace from the center back for Ironbound. Abreu got it off of Castro. Ajoli. Temirov wanted back to Ajoli. Masha wins the challenge. But Diaz doesn't give up on it. Diaz. Still holding. They're calling for it on the far side. Ironbound. Neme's in the center. To the left foot. Pass. Diaz. Faking to his right. Maybe back to his right foot. Taking too long to make a decision. Tackled off. Now Diaz is down on the turf in pain. Ironbound will keep it with a chance here. In. Great pass. Alvarez turns. Crossing. Out. Muliam first defending. Maybe back in again. Edge of the 18. Looking to shoot. Now they like it. Over the crossbar again for Ironbound. Amir Halim, 39 for Kensington, will be the first sub, and we'll have a second for Ironbound. This will be 3 total for Kensington. He's on for Temirov, so a new striker for Kensington. Diaz with a slight limp has been taken out. Galvao will now play the 6. It's a new center back for Ironbound. Neme, contact. He whistles it dead even though Ironbound had possession. And now Neme, some discomfort. He's trying to run it off. Abreu. Now played 20 minutes in the second half, excuse me. 25 minutes to play. Spread. Right wing. Goal line. Splitting two. Werner had come close. Ball never made it in the middle to Abreu. Transition defense. Done by Galvao. Or Zapata was the one who played in the 6 now, excuse me. Zapata at the center defensive midfield of the 3. In midfield, Amaya. Cross in. Right at Werner. Palmed it down, not convincing. And then Werner was not allowed to land. Is that going to be a foul? Referee's going to see what's going on there in the box. Werner, though, seems to be fine. Good touch, Galvao. Zapata. Right-footed. Neme. Low. Onside. Garcia had a teammate in front of him. Another save for Werner. Again, just still needing that one chance, Ironbound, to take the lead. Masha. Might have caught Vargas late. Referee looking for help from his assistant. Castro. It was cut out by Galvao. Center back, a lot of confidence here to carry. Right wing. Just wanting the end ball. Garcia towards the penalty box. Or penalty spot, I should say. Zapata. Won by Masha. Tangled there. Transition. Castro. Could he be one-on-one with Misco? Ball took an awkward bounce off the turf. Good defending. Ironbound. Halfway through the second half. Long ball low for Ironbound. No one yet in the middle. They need reinforcements. Cutting it back, though. Neme for the lead. Werner pumped it towards his post, but put it out for a corner. A lot of strength on that shot, and Werner, it stung his gloves. He almost tried to receive it instead of going out and getting it, and he put it behind. Still no goals. Werner, about 6 or 7 saves now in total tonight. Left-footed this corner. Up and in. It's put through into the back of the net. It's Edgar Abreu in front of Werner, who tried to come out and punch, never got there, and Edgar Abreu takes advantage. Ironbound score off the corner, and with 20 minutes to go, they've got a 1-0 lead at home over Kensington, looking for their second win of the season. And that seems to be the end of the night for Edgar Abreu. He just got substituted for right after he has scored. So the lead now for Ironbound. Over the top. Good tackle, Zapata. Neme's offside. Don't see it yet, now they do. Before the Amaya shot, which was blocked. It was offside first. Long is Werner. Intercept. Tranatafilios. Ninangare. Wanted it back. Turned over. Garcia's now taken over at the number 10 spot. New striker for Ironbound. So they've now made 3 subs. Ninangare. Cardenas. Good shoulder feint. Not able to break away though, Kensington. Garcia. Flick. Run. Oh, just off the mark. That would have been a great setup. Biodget. We're going to have a sub. Kensington again making more changes. 55 James Osbonturg. So Osbonturg. Or it's Asubonteng, excuse me. Asubonteng in. Tranatophilos is out. Philios, excuse me. So a change at left back. Ironbound to counter. Was that a foul? It was. Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, M-Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wisson Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. Castro, near side. Very easily by Amaya. Masha, is he onside? As well as Ajoli, no flag. Ajoli, so much space. Masha never got there thanks to Galvao. He had the intercept. Garcia lost it. Takeaway from Kensington. Number 9, Dylan Sousa is ready to come on for Ironbound. Approaching a half an hour played in the second half. Going to be Jasser Maya. Back to the play. Chance. Big chance for Ironbound. Heavy touch though, allowing Mulium to defend. Very heavy there. Very quick as well after the restart for Ironbound, trying to catch Kensington. Ninangare with a quarter of an hour left as they're down 1-0 Kensington with possession here. Garcia. Neme peeling off wide. Neme One-on-one to his right foot, shooting, and that ball sliced. Didn't curl. It sliced to the corner, out for a goal kick. Ryan Burns, 63, subbing for Kensington. They will allow the sub. Ajoli off. Changing their full front three now. So Burns for Ajoli. Werner. Been really good tonight, just beaten once. That was Halim, 39, from center back, still with Muliam. Not convincing there for Ironbound. Masha will look to shoot low. Misko slipping, diving. And nothing to worry about because it's wide. Kensington straight from the goal kick. Nianangare. Still with Kensington for a throw. Again, that 1-0 lead for Ironbound would match them 2-2. They've had high expectations on the season coming in. They'll have lost games 2 and 3 coming into tonight. Zapata. They can't split the far side. Turning. Castro offside. Flag comes up. Vargas touching the free kick. Misko. Up. Neme trying to hold it up. He's done so. Garcia. Interchange here. Now Neme in the middle as they stretch left. Coming over Muliam. Heavy touches again. Leading down Ironbound in transition. Ten minutes to play. Again, our tune-ins tomorrow. Hoboken FC versus New York International FC at 4 p.m. APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then later on in the night, New York Cosmos B versus Pennsylvania Prime FC at 7 p.m. UPSL Premier American South, same division as this match. And then Pancyprian Freedoms versus Zoom Schneider FC at 7:30. That is also APSL Metropolitan Conference. Corner. In. Header! Just couldn't direct it. Ironbound on goal. It'll be a goal kick following. Touched out. Who did last go off of? It's in favor of Ironbound. turn. Playing through the foul. Advantage played. Neme came a little short. With the great pace, still first on the ball. Neme. Through Sousa. Goal kick. Sousa let it go. Masha. Biodget. Right. Castro. Vargas comes over. Vargas. Can he say shifty with Castro? Trying to play it off of Castro. Castro! Centered! No shot there from Kensington. Masha would have been onside, it looked like. Still an opportunity to shoot before that, though. Second ball. Inangare. Game is still open here for Kensington. Masha looks to be onside. No shot. Not allowing anything through there. Center backs for Ironbound. Long ball. And again, more transition play. Goal line. Crafty work. Centering. And getting back to the ball is Cardenas. This game is still so open for such a close match. And Ironbound just... They cannot concede here, of course, to come away with 3 points. Looks like we'll have another sub. I think this is final for Kensington. 48, Rami. Bouzabul. Bouzabul for De Boer. Bouzabul at right back. Now, for Kensington. This is Cardenas. Now playing center back from full back. First touch there for Bouzabul. Vargas on it. Ball forward by Kensington. We've got an injury for Kensington with 7 minutes to play. Or 6 minutes, sorry. It's Nianangare trying to stretch out. Maybe his calf. This will be added. We have 2 injuries now in the second half and the subs. Nianangare looks fine to continue. It looks like he's got to come off first and then be allowed to re-enter. Trying to walk it off now, but we're back to play. Garcia. Opposite side. Now he's good to re-enter. 5 minutes to play. Ironbound need to hold the ball. Zapata. Misco. Great pass. Alvarez. Wider than him. Alvarez leaks forward. Maybe Ironbound get a second. Neme trying to pass it with the chest. Garcia. Forced back. And now lost possession. Halim Masha. Here's a chance maybe for Kensington. Burns. And Ironbound back on it. Alvarez makes the pass. Neme trying to curve his run on side. Werner way off the line to grab. 4 minutes now. Halim. Biodget. That pass is way too central. Neme. Will he have the pace? He has the pass here. Goal line. Now into the corner. Still in. Ironbound. Tight angle. And it's short. Werner, though, was not too short. Put his glove in the area of the shot. And it hits the side netting anyway. 3 minutes. We don't know added time yet. Zapata won the header. Ninangare, 3 ahead of him. Down the line, Castro. Vargas, really good pace. Even though Castro should have fresher legs. And then Vargas commits a foul. Gives a door slightly open for Kensington with the free kick. Vargas did not need to commit a foul there. Two minutes left. Kensington to tie it. That's their look now. 2 in the wall. Misko lining it up. 2 steps to the left. In. First out by Zapata. Not out of the box. Trying to turn. Muliam. Biodget. Turning away. Halim. Ironbound. Can they clear? Sousa first. Now Vargas back to Sousa. Neme down the line. Great pace against Inangare, who had a knock a second ago. Neme centering. No shot. Back to the ball there is Kensington. And they give away a throw, but not a shot. Defending in transition. Ironbound have still been pushing for the second goal for a while. Garcia. Kensington allow him to dribble to the corner. This is just trying to take time off the clock here. Garcia. Vargas. 2 at him. Vargas very seamlessly breaking. Still holding. Switch into the middle. Garcia. He will shoot, and he's put it over. Maybe a little selfish there. You just need to take the clock away. And now, in theory, they've given possession away to the goal kick. Kensington have not been successful on a lot of goal kicks tonight. But they have the ball now. Now 90 minutes. Winning the header, Neme. And now off the second. Vargas. Back to Misko. He'll just kick long. That does it for the match. Ironbound find a way. It wasn't so convincing for most of the night, but with 20 minutes left, they broke through. Edgar Abreu off the corner And Ironbound do win to go 2-2 through 4 matches with 6 to play in this spring season. They're 2-0 at home, so they've taken care of business here at Eddie Moraes, a full 6 points that they have collected here at home on a very rainy night in Newark. They have a 1-0 win, just needed the 1 goal. That'll do it here on Game in Frame tonight. Ironbound, their victory. We'll be back for their next home match next month in May.